Okay, so today we're going to talk about traditional again using a little bit bigger numbers. We'll start with traditional, and then we'll work the same problem using the partial quotient way. All right? First, remember anytime you're using traditional, I want you to use our little acronym, I guess you call it, divide, multiply, subtract, bring down, repeat. And as you're working the problem, ask yourself what step's next. So we're going to go to the first step, which is to divide. 8 will go into two groups. How many times, Gabe? 4 times. We write our answers up here. Then we go to the multiplication step. 4 times 2 is 8. We go to the subtraction step, which is 0. And then we need to look to see if there's anything to bring down. The arrows help. Use them. Okay? We have to bring down 7. 7 cannot be our remainder because it's larger than the divisor. So we need to repeat the steps. We're going back to the division step. How many times will 7 go into two groups? How close can we get, Tyler?
3 times.
3 times. We put our answer above the 7. We go to the multiplication step. 3 times 2 is 6. We're now at the subtraction step. And then we need to see if there's something to bring down, and there is. There's a 1. Okay? 11 is larger than the 2, the divisor, so we have to repeat the steps. We go to the division. 11 divided by 2. How close can I get, Sydney?
5.
5. I'll write my answer up here. Now I go to the multiplication step. 5 times 2 is 10. Now I go to the subtraction step. Is there anything else to bring down? No. The 1 is smaller than the divisor, so our remainder is 2. We're done. Now, let's go to partial quotients. Remember, think...
Shouldn't it be 1?
Oh, I'm sorry, 1. Thank you for keeping me on my toes, guys. All right, we've done this for a while. Okay. Now, let's go to the next one. How many multiples? Remember, think in multiples of hundreds or tens. So if I think in multiples of like 100, 200, 300, and so far, what can I multiply by 2 to get me as close to 871 as possible? Grace.
400.
Okay, so let's try it. If I put 400 off to the side, because we're keeping track, 400 times 2 gives me 800, and that's what we're going to subtract. We did a pretty good job because we're down to 71. Now, I can't use hundreds anymore, but I can think in multiples of 10, 10, 20, 30, 40. Think in that. What multiple of 10 will get me close to 71? Chase.
30.
Okay, let's try the 30. 30 times 2 gives me 60. Then I subtract. I'm down to 11. Now I can use basic facts. Now I'm close. What basic fact? Multiply by 2, get me close to 11. Jalen? What can I multiply by 2 to get me close to 11 without going over? 5. Good job. Put the 5 there. Multiply it by 2. I get 10. Subtract. There's 1 left over. So now all I need to do is add these up that I've been keeping track of. And I put my answer up here with my remainder. And I have the same thing. So, either way you use, just keep up with your steps and pay attention to your subtraction.